It is a sad situation right now on the border, and I don't think it does get better, at least not anytime soon. Joining me now to talk about that is Ken LaCorte. He's the founder of the Media Action Network. Ken, when does this end?
Oh, that's a good question. It'll end when the news media finds something else, especially like some of the ones that are on our side, like Fox, find something else to cover and they go away. Now they will slowly let these Haitians largely back into the country. They'll do it in dribs and drabs. The AP has recently reported that they're letting a number of them into the community. So once you don't have a huge look, it's easy to see a visual like that big mass of X thousand people under bridges. Once that visual disappears and gets spread out over the border, or they're in temporary housing, or they're let into the country, or whatever it is, then you can't go there and get that outrage. So from the administration's point of view, they need to kill that image as quickly as possible. They tried it with the drone. They had it work against them with the horsebacks, which I hope we talk about a little bit. And that's what they need to do to make this issue disappear from the public consciousness. It'll still exist, though. I mean, I'm not saying that solved the problem. You know, solving the problem was something like a fence or actual enforcement of Border Patrol. Nobody seems to want to do that except three fellows on horses.
So we're never going to actually solve the problem. I'm aware they'll move on from this story the second they can. The second they get a chance, but we are just going to be stuck filling up the country with illegal immigrants every second Joe Biden's in office. There's no chance this gets so bad they actually have to do something.
No, I don't think so. Now, maybe the state of Texas or Arizona comes in and does things that can embarrass them, start to patrol parts of that themselves, create that issue on a state level. But the Biden administration has no interest in dramatically reducing the influx of illegal aliens. I mean, the only president we had was Trump. And let's not forget, when Trump first came out on that, even Republicans were like, oh, how dare you? They're brown people and we need their votes. You know, he was out by himself when he, in a crowded primary, used that issue to, interestingly, elbow his way to the top of that primary. That was a primary issue. And everybody else was just giving it mama talk.
Ken, you brought up the whip story earlier, and it's just one of the most fascinating latest examples of them being able to create a story from nothing.
I love this story because any story that the media jumps on that you can disprove with your own eyes, or all you have to do is click play on that image that you have there, and you say, okay, he's got his reins. He uses it to hit the horse every once in a while because you have to kind of just get their attention sometimes. Didn't hit a person with that. Not literally, there are news outlets saying that they were cracking whips and all of that stuff. So I view this as a win for anybody who says, you know, sometimes it's hard to explain the lies of the media and on complicated stories. But I mean, the fact that you can still have a story up on YouTube right now saying that, that people are being whipped at the border, yet you still haven't had anybody apologize or talk about, that whole Hunter Biden laptop thing that we called a hoax and took down off of social media left, right, and center. Interestingly, there's not one social media outlet that is saying, if you lie about the Border Patrol on this and call that a whip, we're taking your stuff down. They only have those conversations about censorship when it's on one side of the political aisle.
Hey, thanks so much for watching The First on YouTube. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe. You heard me. Like it, subscribe. You'll get a lot more of it and a lot more of me.